Peace, peace. What up, humans, and welcome to Ease with Empress. Today is our first day of Jupiter Lab. So, Jupiter Lab is a series that we're starting here on Ease with Empress where we are sharing 30-minute stretching sessions. So, if you are someone that is wanting to implement stretching more into your routine and you just have a hard time finding time, or you don't really know where to start and you're like, once you get on the mat, you're like, I don't know what to do, I need a video to follow. Well, here's your video. We will join in here on Thursdays at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to join us live, you are more than welcome, but the video will be posted for replay and you can come to the page, watch it whenever you are ready, and just follow along. So, because it's the first Jupiter Lab, I want to give a little bit of context of what Jupiter Lab is, why it's called Jupiter Lab, and why Thursdays. Um, so, Jupiter is a planet that rules Thursday, or Thursday is the day of the week. And Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It is the ruling planet to really dive into your philosophical mind um, or practice. It is a great day for education, great day for growth, and so many other things. And so we're really focusing on the growth and expansion part. Of course, I also thought of like Stretch Lab, but that's literally a place. And so I didn't want to use that name, and I wanted to get creative and use something that was more relatable to my practice and how I like to intertwine spirituality and the astrals into everything that I do. And so Jupiter Lab happened to be that. And like I said, Jupiter, the planet rules Thursdays, and so Thursday is a great day to begin things. It's a great day for travel. It is also a great day um, um, for starting new things. And so, yeah, and today's the 9th, if that even matters. But today is January 9th. So, anyways, without further ado, we're going to get into it. Yeah. So, if you would like to follow me, get onto your mat. We're going to start standing. We're just going to work our way from our head all the way down to our feet. And yes, I will do some verbal cues, some non-verbal cues. We're just going to work through it, okay? So let's start at the head. We're going to do full head circle rolls. Really taking your time in this head roll, allowing your head to fill in all of the space within your neck. Maybe inhaling on your head roll down, and exhale as you rotate from the back. Let's go a few more times. Breathing in and breathe out. And let's switch directions. This side may be a little bit more tense, so take your time. A great way to get implemented or acquainted with this movement is to connect to your breath. Oftentimes, when something is challenging, we hold our breath thinking that it'll help us just get through it. But the powerful part of our breath is that it actually assists the motion. So if inhaling when your head is down was a little bit difficult, maybe try exhaling on the head down and inhaling on the head release. Twice more. Take your time. Bringing our head back to neutral, we're going to shrug the shoulders up and then straight down. Shrugging them up and down. Shrugging them up and down. Last one, shrugging up and down. We're going to take our right arm, reach it up over our head, and then grabbing our left ear and just pulling it over to the side. Stretching our neck here, really elongating the neck. If you want even more of a stretch, you can take that opposite arm and reach it at a downward angle, like a triangle. And just feel that stretch all the way down to the fingertips, keeping that energy alive. Take a deep breath in. And breathe it out. Breathe in. And out. Lengthening that arm. In. And out. Release. Just created so much space on that left side, or whichever side you may be mirroring. We're going to take the opposite arm, reach it over the head, grab the ear, and pull our head down to the side. Again, you can stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you. This feels real good back in the back of my ear. Breathe. One side may be a little bit more tense. I know this side is a lot more tense for me. It feels really tight in the back of my neck here. This may be from how we sleep or how we position our head when we are standing neutral or when we're working. It's great to take time to balance out our body. If you want to elongate the arm, reaching down, creating more space within the shoulder and neck. Breathe in deep and exhale. Slowly release that pull. We're going to take our arms up, clasp them at the top. We're going to place our hands at the back of the neck and drop our head down to look down towards our toes. And we'll just let gravity be the weight in our hands. Just let it pull our head down and just relaxing our crown over. Again, we are expanding and creating space within our neck. Try not to fight it, really relaxing your head down. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. And on your exhale, try to relax more into the stretch. Last breath in. And exhale, let the hands fall down. Slowly roll your head up. Nice. Let's take a shoulder roll. You can open up the stance in the feet, rolling the shoulders up and back. I find that it helps me to roll my shoulders back and bend my knees at the same time. It kind of helps with the motion that we're going in. So rolling the shoulders, bending the knees. Early in the rising, my knees are cracking, so it's really good to get this movement going and liven up the body. And let's switch directions, rolling the shoulders forward and down. Rising and falling with every rotation. Getting nice and warm. Let's take our arms out to our sides. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can. My goal is to reach off the screen, fingertips away from the body. Keeping that energy lifted. Really imagine yourself being pulled by the middles of your finger. Imagine someone is on the opposite side, pulling that middle finger, reaching as far as you can on both sides, and just really expanding, opening the chest. And this is just a simple stretch here. Just reach, 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 reach. Take a deep breath in and out. On your exhale, this time we're not relaxing our body. We are reaching even further. Deep breath in and exhale, reach. Imagine you are hugging the entire space in front of you. Again, breath in and exhale. Reach the arms up, keeping that energy alive in the fingers. And wave them down to the sides. I feel like I got a little bit taller on that stretch just from expanding my chest and my arms. Now we're gonna take one arm across. I'm taking my right arm across my body. We used to do this in gym class in elementary school. We take our arm across the body and then we take our other arm, and pull it towards our body even more. If this is not doing anything for you, maybe you can take a clasp at the wrist with your opposite hand and pull it in the opposite direction. Again, if this is good enough for you today, you can use your arm to just hold it in place. But make sure we're not just holding stagnant and just in this type of position. We want to keep our body uplifted. Our feet are parallel on our mat or on the ground. And we are really elongating our spine. We just did a whole opening in our shoulders, our neck and shoulders, and our arms. And so we're really lengthening that stretch all the way down from the shoulder down our arm. So we can hold that stretch, breathing in and out. Twice more, breathe in and out. On this last breath, I want you to take your inhale in, lifting and expanding, and on your exhale, pull just a little bit more. Let's breathe in and breathe out, twist, and let's hold it. Still breathing, just holding a stretch. Breath in and release. Let that arm go. Feel the difference in your arms. Does one arm feel longer than the other? Does one shoulder feel stronger than the other? I know mine feels a lot more alive, kind of itchy and activated here on my back shoulder. So we're gonna liven up our opposite side. We're gonna take this left arm across the body, reach. You can again take the opposite arm and pull it towards you. If you want more of a pull, take that clasp at the wrist and pull. Again, remembering we want to keep our posture straight. It's easy to drop into a different pose or just get comfortable, but we want to keep the energy alive through every single motion. So keep that in mind as you're stretching. Breathing, connecting to your breath, breathing in and out. Breath in, out. And this time on your exhale, you want to take even more of a pull, twisting into a more of a pull, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. You breathe in and keep that twist. Breathing out. You might find that one side is a little bit more flexible than the other. That is perfectly fine. Let's hold this stretch. And release. Let's give our arms a good sway, swing around the body. hmm I really, really enjoy doing these stretches. Like, I think that stretch labs are a great way to connect to the body and tap in and see like where am I holding tension in my body? Like what needs to be released? Because sometimes we get into those stretches where it you get into a stretch and it's like a little bit more tense than you could have even imagined. And so when you sit into that pose, when you sit into that stretch, you have an opportunity to address the discomfort, the spaces in your body where you may be holding tension or you don't want to release something. And so holding that stretch is an opportunity to really let go of whatever trauma or tension or stress that you didn't really realize that you were holding within your body, but you have the opportunity to release it. Um, Stretching and movement are two great key tools to supporting our body. So our next portion, we're moving into our torso. We're going to give our body a good twist and really like in this motion first, starting with the controlled twist. Like seeing how we can engage our core while moving the torso side to side. hmm Not really sure what to do with my hands here. We can hold our hands at our heart and our core, or we can hold our hands over our hearts. We can have our hands up on our shoulders. Whatever pose feels good for you right now. The main focus is engaging the core and twisting. I like hands on the shoulders today. And as we keep this motion going, we start to feel this burning sensation in our core. Our body starts to heat up a little bit. This is good. This means that we're doing exactly what we're supposed to do. This is activating that solar plexus, activating that core. This is that muscle that motivates and propels you forward every motion that you take, every step that you take throughout the day. Take a deeper twist. Again, still initiating this movement from the core, rocking side to side, twisting side to side. And let's bring our hands into a parallel position, and we're going to speed it up. This is like a quick, easy core workout without having to get on the floor. Yes. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Let's put our hands down at our side, bringing that energy through our fingertips and all the way to our toes, into the crown of our head. And let's feel the energy that we just generated. Let's sit here for a moment to set an intention for the remainder of our practice and for the remainder of our day. This intention has the ability to shift and change or morph into something more meaningful throughout. But in this moment, let's take a few breaths to connect with our intention for today. My intention today is to move with love and radiate love on purpose. And I'm really excited about that. I feel that I am moving in that flow as we speak. So, beginning to open your eyes, locking in on that intention, letting that intention sit at the core of your vessel. We're gonna do some hip rotation. So I'm sure many of us have seen this on SpongeBob. Where he says, "Bring it around town." So let's bring it around town, okay? I don't care how corny it sounds. We're gonna just bring these hips in a full circle all the way around, loosening up the hips, loosening up the stance. You may hear some clicking, you may hear some popping. That is a-okay. That's what we want to hear. Again, we want to keep this mobility, keep this motion going. Um, Try to practice this at least once a week because it is opening up your groin, it is opening up the pelvis. We're using these muscles on a daily when we're standing, our psoas muscles to walk. And most of the time, we're not stretching. We're not giving thanks to our body. We're not saying, okay, muscles, you have held me up all day. You have sat in this chair all day. You have walked me several miles, and I didn't even stretch you. So this right here is the all-in-one from the pelvis to the glutes, the quads. Everything is getting what it needs. It's like wringing out a towel. Let's switch directions. Going all the way around, taking your time, going really slow, because there's different positions where if you go really fast, you won't be able to find them. You won't be able to hit those points. So just taking your time in this flow. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't matter what you look like. Keep expanding, keep opening the hips round and round. Let's take a couple more rotations. Nice. All right, let's shake it out. Maybe walk out a little bit, bending the knees, and taking a walk. We're almost there, y'all. We're more than halfway there, and I'm so proud of you for showing up, keeping going, and literally taking care of your body right now. So we're gonna get into these knees because I don't know about you, but just from doing and standing in that stance, the backs of my knees are aching. Okay, to say the least, they're aching. And so we're gonna give some love and attention to our knees. We're gonna get to our feet, and then we will be complete. Okay. So this next stretch, again, a lot of these stretches you will see, we've done them like in PE class. We used to do them in elementary school. But what they didn't teach us in elementary school were the fundamentals of these stretches. And so that is what we're here for today. Or, yeah, that's what we're going to do here. So if you need, you can grab a wall. And if you don't, you just got it like that, then do your thing. But we're going to grab the front of our foot. Okay, I don't know what y'all call this, but there's several names. We're not gonna get too much into it, but we're just grabbing the foot here. And so here we have an easy stance. It's giving flamingo, okay? And we could just stop right there, but there's more to this stretch. So we want to really stretch the psoas muscle, which is a deeper, more fine muscle that is our walking muscle in the front of our pelvis. In order to do that, we have to do a couple of things within the stretch. So more than just holding our foot, we are shifting our pelvis forward from neutral to forward, and we're pulling our foot towards our bottom. When we're pulling our foot towards our bottom, we're going to push back into our hand. So we're pushing our foot into our hand, we're pressing our pelvis forward, then we have activated the stretch. So once you arrive there, hold it. And if you need to take some breaks and come out of it because this is totally new to you and you got a cramp, take your time, sit out of it, and then return back into the stretch. We're going to hold it for 3 sets of 10-second counts. We're going to do our first one, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Alright. Again, hold. Let's lock in the foot, pressing the pelvis forward, pulling that heel and pressing into the foot, pressing into the hand with the foot. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And again. Last one. Engage. Press the hips forward. Pressing the foot into the hand. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job! We made it through the first side. Let's get on through the second side. Don't think too much about it. Again, we're going to go to the side. Get support if you need on the wall. Already we may feel it here in this front of our leg, but we're going to take it a little step further just to do it more intensely, more right, more power. Okay? We're going to press our foot into our hand, pressing the pelvis forward, pulling that foot towards the bottom. And it is okay if you are not mirroring me and looking like me. This is what I do for a living. If your foot is a little bit further, if you need to get a band, please do so and work your way up. We want to make these movements accessible. Let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh no, man. We're almost there, y'all. Let's go for the second round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Whoo, last one. Here we go. Make it strong, make it count. Pressing into the foot, pressing into the hand, pressing the pelvis forward, pulling that foot in. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Ooh-wee. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Alrighty, and last but not least, we're going to work some movement into our feet, and we will say farewell. So let's get our feet planted. Each individual toe has a spot. We're going to spread them toes out as much as we can, pressing them down into the ground like pancakes, and get into a good stance. Once our feet are planted, then we will be standing properly. We will feel our knees and our ankles engage, and that is when we know we're doing something, okay? Once we're locked in on that position, we're going to raise our heel off the ground, pressing those toes, continuing to keep them where they were if possible, and then bringing our heel back down. We just activated our arch. So for those of you that have plantar fasciitis or flat feet, this is a really good exercise to raise that arch and stop some of the back pain that you may be experiencing. So again, raising the heel up off the ground, pressing the toes, and then bringing it back down. On the other side, Again, spreading those toes, pressing the heel, raising the heel, pressing the toes, and then bring it back down. Let's do that again on our right side, pressing the toes out, spread them, and press. Again, we want to think of pressing and also raising our heel simultaneously. Raise the heel, press the toes. Got a little sweaty. Pressing the toes, raise the heel. We're just switching each side, alternating. It helps for me to look at my feet because it lets me know, okay, if I'm rolling in on one side of my foot more than the other, then I need to make that adjustment. Until we can get comfortable to raise our feet, raise our heels, and not see, without looking, we know how we need to make those adjustments. So, do so in your own timing, just keep alternating. This jazz music is so appropriate right now because it's snowing outside, y'all. We're in Texas and it's snowing, which I say that lightly also because, yeah, it's white outside, but it's not 100% snow. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. I also haven't been outside. It's very rare to snow here in Texas, so it's very funny. This jazz music is a vibe. Let's rotate a couple more times. Keeping that intent in the foot. Rolling that arch. And then let's raise up on both of our toes. Reach up to the sky. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower the heels, reach it forward. Bending the knees here slightly. Keep your head dropped down, looking towards your belly button. We're going to slowly roll up from the spine, sitting the tailbone down towards the earth, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, gradually lengthening, straightening your knees, rolling up your torso, rolling those shoulders back, let that head raise up, and we have arrived. Yes. We did it, y'all. Thank you so much for joining in on this stretch. Give yourself a round of applause for showing up today. We did an awesome job doing a full body stretch. And if this was something you enjoyed, be sure to press the like button to let me know so I can show up and do more of these. But either way, I will continue to show up on Thursdays for Jupiter Lab and sharing these full body stretches. If there are any specific stretches that you want to see in Jupiter Lab, please leave them in the comments. I would love to have an engaging experience with the people that are watching on the other side, because obviously I'm talking to myself right now, but later you'll be watching this and we'll have a whole conversation by the end of the next video. So I'm really excited to build this series and share these movements and share my knowledge of the body, as well as wisdom of astrological signs, symbols, meanings, and other deeper things. So yes, let's dive into it all, okay? Thank you for joining, and I will see y'all on the next time. Peace.